have no clue if we're live or not. We're trying to move on this stuff early. I was like, ignore all the trash in the webcam. Oh, son of a bitch. Where do I not plug in? Okay, I'll have to fix that in stream. Okay, first things first. I think it's fair that we get a flight plan created. Our first flight of the day, and we'll figure out where we're going to go next after this. It's going to be out of gaty-gaty-gatwick and into wonderful, actually, an airport we've never been to, but an airport that I've gotten some scenery for. Düsseldorf. We'll go to 319. That's it. And aircraft type. It's going to be an A319 today. Going into Düsseldorf. Yep. Got that right. For once. Refile on Vatsim. Never mind. That's fine. I'll forget about that. Refile. Wonderful. Now that that's refile, let's go ahead and get into Vatsim right now. Gatwick is not so much of a mess today. Stand 5-2 that we'll aim for. Damn. Stand 5-6 at Gatwick. British Airways. And we're using the old sim today because the old sim works. Need to go here. Just gonna get enough ref up. And we can play the water bottle real quickly. So we're not going to have any tea available. Yep. Lovely water bottle. Okay, let me go pull up the pilot. It feels like it's been forever since we've last done any short hauls, and in fairness it has. It's been a few weeks at least. I try to aim for one day every week, but sometimes that doesn't happen at all. So, just did Berlin. 319er. 319. Is then gonna load up. So I actually swapped up my Gatwick scenery as well. We're not gonna have any ATC available for us. So there we go. Yeah, that's verifying that the scenery is perfect. Beg pardon? Okay. Let me verify controls real quickly. I have to come in and delete a fair amount of these. Airbus will be fine. Okay. And then I want to quickly go ahead and get push to talk working.
Levo traffic Virgin, correction, speedbird 4 Papa Mike is lining up on departing Virgin, A350 either.
Okay. Resume. Okay. External power on.
Gary Charlie, Sunjet 2 Delta, pushing start system 33 left, straight south, Sunjet 2 Delta.
Okay. I'm gonna get those set to now. This plane won't take too long to get all set up. Printer. Push over. Yeah. Okay. Phoenix. Data import from SimBrief. Okay. MGC. Nav data. Yeah, we gotta very quickly actually update that. Fuck. Settings. Navgraph. Phoenix system settings. Don't know how we did that last time. We might have to live with it, but it is using a slightly out of date nav data. Update. Let's see here. Update nav data for Phoenix.
Levo traffic speedbird 4 Papa Mike is rolling, runway 27 left. On left to 1 Golf, check on Iowa tree for the header.
Oh, it is sort of not perfect. So.
Deep road traffic, deep road
Yeah, we're not gonna
Top
do it.
lining up, marking traffic, 7 left.
I'm going to get our flight plan. And our Speedbird 319 today. And our cost index, we look at our OFP here. VPDF 36. Cruising out. Flight level. It's at 330. Altitude 3 that altitude flight level 330. Okay, there we go. Okay. And we can go ahead and come in here and mass load aircraft.
Levo traffic speedbird 4 Papa Mike is passing 800, time flight level 340. On match 1 Golf departure, people.
Road traffic, Seaboard 726, Papa departed on
So your fuel weight is 52.6. Five 2.6, and then it's 2.6, and then it wants the ZF. Wait, GC. I don't know what that is. 20.0. So it'll be 52.6 slash 2.0. There we go. There we go. That works. What are people using at Gatwick? G6 left. Performance. Sorry, net. Taking 2.6 left. And then which departure are we on? Let me unload this one from the E-Jets. Which I haven't done any more experimenting around with the E-Jets, unfortunately. And we are on the Fran 1 Mike departure. I think that's it. Fran 1 Mike departure. Okay, and then we'll go ahead, once we're airborne, we'll go ahead and throw in all the information for juice it off. Performance. Let's see what this recommends here. Departure performance. Actually, let's go ahead and get the batteries on. We do not. And we can go and get the APU on now. And we can go and begin the air for that. Nav to 1 now. Wing on. Okay. I'm gonna wait pushing back in about 30 seconds or so. Really sure. We're setting thing in one. It's a matter of. Unit 1013, surface wind 2403, 7 knots. Nice. Change that is set by default. IRS alignment in 3 minutes. We'll be ready by then. And we'll be taking 2.6 hours. Calculate. Okay, up, 1/up at 700. Flaps 1. .7, I think. 0.7. Flex to temp 80. 144, 144, 148. Then transition altitude 6,000. I agree with that. Okay. In that case, we are actually about ready for push and start. Except we're not ready for push and start at all. Hello, to the person who just tuned in. The question is for that. The question is, can Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 or 2024 deploy the RAT? And the answer, I think, really depends on the aircraft. Not every aircraft is going to have a RAT brand, so I'm not 100% certain that Airbus planes have one. I think they do. I'm not 100% certain about it. I know that a lot of Boeing ones do, but it really depends on the aircraft. I'm about 95% certain that the PMDGs have the RAT. And I'm pretty sure you can manually deploy them through a button. But that depends on each individual aircraft. IRS alignment in 3 minutes. IRS alignment, and I'm going to tune the audio down so that we can see online. IRS alignment done. Okay. Okay, let me take a look here. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see here. Stand 5-3, push and start. 1, 2. Can you verify that we are actually on the bouncing hour? I think we still are. It might be the 1-1s. Another 1-1's here. 5-3. No, we need to get motor flight up. We can go ahead and run this. There we go. Wonderful. It's actually going to work for us today. Gatwick traffic speedbird 319, push and start, stand 5-3, Gatwick traffic. Okay, pre-plan. Okay, let me take a look here. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and looking all good there. Okay. Okay. We can go ahead and. What the fuck's going on with the mouse? I'm going to need a better mouse. Okay. Oh, fuel pumps are on. Okay. Ignition start. Engine 1 startup. I beg your pardon. Did this thing spawn in? Ready. Good. Because engine plane wise they're both ready. Yeah, in terms of which aircraft would deploy the RAT, obviously your general aviation aircraft probably not going to have a RAT. But mainly the Boeing planes, and I know that the Dreamliner has a RAT. With that said, though, I don't think the stock Dreamliner has it. I'm pretty sure that the 777 from PMDG will have it and will model it. They cannot quote me on that, but I'm about 95% certain that it will. And then, if you're able to find a decent 757 or 767, it should have it. But the rats mainly feature on Boeing aircrafts. Though I think Airbus aircrafts might have it. But I know that a lot of Boeing ones do. Okay. Engine 1 available. Engine 1 available now. Our first flight here is into Düsseldorf. We're at Gatwick. Okay, and we figure out our taxi. We're going to taxi via Lima Papa Alpha November. Sorry. Lima Papa, we'll go ahead and continue on to Alpha November. Actually, I'll show you all where we're going. You don't need to retract the messages. No need to do that. Taxi via Lima Papa Alpha November. I think there's Alpha November. And then we'll go ahead and line up via Alpha. Yeah, it's actually one of the worst airports to try to navigate around. What? The mouse is being weird today. Okay, taxi lights on, beacon on, strobes on, or strobes auto actually. 8, both engines are up. Can go and turn off the APU now. Make sure everyone's getting seated. Make sure that no one's doing drugs. That should have been a while ago. Yeah, ready for taxi. Gatwick traffic, Speedbird 319, taxiing via Lima Papa, Alpha November, runway 26 left via Alpha. Gatwick traffic. Okay. Just gotta love this Gatwick scenery. I actually swapped out my Gatwick scenery. And the reason I swapped it out is because I wanted to do a little experiment on which one's better, the Origami Studios one or this freeware version, and the answer is this freeware version. Yeah, the answer is by far the freeware version. We can go ahead and do our controls check. Now, controls check completed. Continue down to Alpha November. That to be 10. This next one, actually, no, it won't be the next one. It'll be this one here, right by this runway. Okay. On a break. That's the other break. On a break max. That's how. We can turn on here. these rudder controls are really not in a great position at all. Okay. Okay, taxi is to take off. Nose to take off. Cabin might not be ready. Oh, I need to go and get the weather on. Okay. Cabin ready. Takeoff config normal. Landing lights on, check, takeoff, lights, takeoff, check. Gatwick traffic speed bird 319er, lining up runway 26 left, Gatwick traffic. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Clear. We can clear ourselves up to flight level 330. Gatwick traffic speed bird 319er taking off runway 26 France 1 Mike departure. Gatwick traffic. Both engines normal. Thrust set. $80 knots check. 100 knots check. V1 rotate. Positive climb, gear up. First numbers climb. Flaps up. In the turn. Very, very nicely done. Though in the end, we did have to add a little bit of no, that's annoying. I forgot to set that. Fix it real quickly. Yeah, that'll be one of those things that I'm going to try to add to this little radio panel here. We're going to try to add a Charlie onto it. Okay. Turn that off. And we are in the climb. Up to flight level 330. Traffic speed bird 319er airborne passing 5,000 climbing flight level 330 traffic. On. Please expedite the climb. Flaps are right. standard pressure. Our speed, and get our speed up. Stay level. That should be fine. Not behaving at all. Especially considering they're all over the place. Why is Phoenix not behaving today? Autopilot on. Okay, and you know, I'll tell you what. Once we finish this turn, we can go ahead and, you know, extra bit. So I've never actually been to Düsseldorf. Düsseldorf is one is an airport we've never been to on this channel at all. Aside from me going there last night just to explore the scenery. Verify it's working. Let me go ahead and very quickly here. Events and rigor. Frankfurt's online. Düsseldorf. One person online at Düsseldorf. And that looks like they're pushing back into the department. So, okay. We're gonna have some luck, some better luck later. Restart the phone. Okay, we're definitely at the point now where that there's a little bug. The condition is not landing lights off. Nose lights off. And of course, it's Manchester that's online. Yeah. There we go. Kind of get it back in there. Yeah, the phone's kind of getting back up and running. Heathrow ground is back online. Stansted's online, not so much Stansted. Code in for later. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and begin to get a few things here. Let's begin to go ahead and get a few ducks here, right? Unless it's something that we have, which it might be. It is. That is an extremely interesting route. There'd be a connection. Notifications, no. Hey. Nope. Some menu. Some messages. Load sheet and 1 accept. Oh, London Center's online 127 sorry, 127105. London Center, Sleepbird 319er with you, passing flight 250 for 330. Sleeper 319er is with you, flight level 360, passing flight level 330. Flying flight level 330, squawk 2707, Sleeper 319er. And let's go ahead and begin to do our descent, or plan our descent. What do they recommend? Go 2, 3. Two, 3 left. Final. We are going to be on the Pista 1 Alpha. Pista 1 Alpha. 3 left. By the Pista 1 Alpha. Arrive. Set. And again, passengers other seats. And then we can go ahead and take a look. Okay, that's not great. Top descent's gonna be there. Pam. This guy's already hanging. Here to me. That's good. Beautiful A319. Nice, not detected. We'll be hopping back over to Utah in a moment. We are chilling right now. Don't have that long actually into our descent. Taking runway 23 left. Climb. Now, let me just go. Getting hit off. I'll be getting it off in a moment. Income 122 does not need 319ers yet. Okay. We are now on Unicom. And so we are approaching the top descent. Nothing insane. And I think after this, we're going to try to make our way over to... I think after this, we're going to probably try to make our way... I'm thinking... I'm thinking we're gonna try to make our way over to Edinburgh after this. We got Munster on this one. It's fine. Okay. We have a company message received. Let's see here. There we go. And we can go and try to request HS. Try to understand what the weather's looking like. then have disc golf yet. Oh, and jumping disc golf. How long until it's about percent though? Not long at all. We descend, I think, altitude 60, yeah. There's a hold at the airport. Yeah, put 160, and then I think we'll go vector or something. Take that last approach for principal. I am expecting it to be a bit of a choppy landing. Because last night when I was experimenting around here, it was actually not that stable. Use it off. Let's go ahead and verify the nav rad. ILS course. I got 230 degrees. It's fine. Then 1.9 Check. Perfect. Okay. Now let's go ahead and performance for approach. QNH 1015, I think that is. 1015. Temperature 34. Damn, it's hot over there as well. Winds 240 degrees, 5 knots. Flaps full. Let me just go ahead and hop into sim brief to get the performance down. One 28128 133. Left. VAPP is going to be 127. And then on the barometer, our minimum is 338. Traffic, be advised, speed bird 319, descending now, altitude 6,000 feet, inbound for Düsseldorf, traffic. Now, and we're vectors for final. After, after his PISPAP, vectors for final. Actually, seems a little more like so now, go down to 310 for right now. Upon reaching PM, we'll go ahead and descend further. Company message county. Connection. British Air stops. Required. ATIS. No ATIS available. Use it off, not on. Actually, they like because we've got. I'm curious though. Pure C. PSC. Okay, and then just to give everyone a little bit of information on what that looks like. Sorry, I just left on that note. Pure C. So over here. So we'll land on taxiing stands. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of those did. And actually that means it'll be up to the street taxi. We'll probably go all the way down to the end. Down to probably Lima 6. Probably actually Lima 7 can be passed. So you can Lima 7. Then turn on Yankee and probably aim for Messenger. Not bad at all. The question is whether or not we're going to get any ACC. We'll begin for the descent in a moment. I will begin. Traffic speedbird 31 liner, beginning for the descent down to level 60 traffic. Looking at somewhere in Terminal C, so that's fine. They've got a 9,000 foot runway and then an 8,000 foot runway. Not too shabby. I mean, for reference, that's equivalent to one we're having 10,000 foot runway. Okay. Performance data in place. after Pizat, vectors Alice final. So after, not this waypoint after this waypoint here. And then at what point do we intend to intercept? Intercept 3,000. That's so good. Okay. Yeah. His app. No break off. Space. I'm just sending a little faster. Engines at idle essentially. Better. 2100. Throw a little speed brake if needed. It is worth noting that the A319, it doesn't actually like to slow down that low because the time of aircraft. Right, the A321 is probably the best aircraft at slowing down. The A319 is horrendous at it. And that's just the shape and form of it. Just the physics of it. It's still at the same time, I just think just mind with the A319, it's not that easy. Alright, so here's some full speed brakes. In any normal aircraft, we'd be slowing the fuck down in a massive amount now. Full speed brakes, and we're only kind of just slowing down. And we're descending quickly, but we're not descending anything out of the ordinary. So. That's just the shape of the aircraft. Taper speed 250 knots. That's fine. Vectors, Alice final after Pizat. We are approaching that quick very, very rapidly. And British Airways via Shuttle. DSL 12 traffic, Speedbird 319er, descending, passing, flight level 200, for flight level 60, expecting ILS approach for 23 left traffic. Little announcement there. Go from the method here. 25 here. There we go. Send further. Yeah, now we're actually like really, yeah, very much expedited descent now. And it's going to be up in the air. I think our last. We don't want to jinx it, but I'm thinking Edinburgh, Eddie to Manchester is going to be your last. Like we're going to get from Düsseldorf to. Yeah, that's actually smaller. Düsseldorf to. I'm going to aim to be back up near Düsseldorf by 9. Düsseldorf to Edinburgh. So that'll be about an hour and a half. So 13, then we'll do Düsseldorf, and then we'll do Edinburgh. And we might have to drop Eddie. Just don't have. I kind of have to go to Denmark for 30. But maybe it'll be Manchester. That depends on time. That really depends on how fast we're in and out of Düsseldorf. So, if everybody get in and out of Düsseldorf more quickly, if we arrive in like the next 2 minutes, then yeah, then that'll probably be interchangeable. If not, it'll only be the next leg will only be 2 minutes, and that'll be fine. And then tomorrow night's gonna be our Baltimore Heathrow. Tomorrow night is our Baltimore Heathrow. Okay. Speed brake forward now. Düsseldorf traffic Speedbird 319er with a heading of 115 degrees, vectors, ILS 23, final traffic. And traffic advised Speedbird 319er, also descending now, altitude 3,000 feet, traffic. Go ahead and slower just a little bit. And we'll begin making our. We'll go ahead and begin making our base leg in a moment. The main thing is I want to have a little bit of time. Actually, if we can. It's a 10 mile downwind. We're gonna aim for like a 15 mile downwind, I think. Aim be around here. Right, and then we have time to get our flaps all loaded up with. Actually, once you get to 5,000, we can go ahead and start to descend a little. So. Go ahead and turn, heading 140 degrees now. Go ahead and turn with the heading of 140 degrees. Traffic speed for 319er, turning with the heading of 140 degrees. Once again, descending altitude 3,000 feet. Just go for traffic. I wish they had 30. 30 would be perfect. And yeah, good. Wonderful. We're gonna be just fine. Upon reaching 5,000, we will go ahead and do some stuff. We have a very strong crosswind right now. I think we're gonna have a crosswind. Game Düsseldorf is busy! Okay, upon reaching 5,000, we'll go ahead. Actually, upon reaching, let's make that. I think that's the most recent letter. Let me verify. Unit 2015 surface wind. 11200 degrees 7 knots. So that's like lost component knots. Anything significant. It's a headwind though. Perfect. Heading, let's see here. Heading, let's make that 170 degrees. Just at off traffic, speedbird 319er with the heading of 170 degrees to intercept the ILS. 23 left localizer. Just off traffic. Approachment on speed, making slower speed by massive amount. Now, what is this starting speed? 170 knots. Beg your pardon? We're going to get up. Go. Flaps 2. So that's not do flaps 2 yet. Let's run flaps 2. Flaps 2, 200 knots. Flaps 2. Okay, that's good. We're all good for right now. We can actually go and increase your speed by. Go ahead and put our speed there. Well, now, don't. This actually, let me go ahead and get auto FPS up now. Yeah, auto FPS made a small difference. Didn't make anything too significant. Auto FPS up now. I'm sure frames from 1 to 40. Now we're smooth. Not really. Wind's variable. Once established, we'll descend the glide path. And I'll just a little further. Get everything out. Push it out. Okay. In terms of stuff though, arm the speed brakes. I think we said auto brake low. Auto brake low is fine. Brakes armed. Landing lights should have been on a minute ago. It's fine though. Landing lights on. Runway turn off lights on. So there's armed, checked. Okay. Let me verify a few things here. One step should descend. Just off traffic speed bird 319er, establishing ILS 2 3 left, left visor, 10 mile final traffic. Establish descend. Flaps 3 now. Speed. Activate approach. Confirm. 127 on the. That's fine. Use it off traffic. Speedbird 319er. 7.5 mile final. ILS 23 left. Use it off traffic. Good source speed 140 knots.
2,500.
Check. Gear down. We are fully established. Flaps full now. Have one departure in front. Have one departure in front. Don't know if we can see them at all. No, we can. No, we're slightly now. Of traffic, last call, Speedbird 319er, ILS 23 left, 5 mile final, last call, Düsseldorf. It's Slower speed a little. It's looking very shallow, despite the localizer being just fine. Signs on. Landing checklist complete. Gear down. Flaps full. Spoilers armed. Cabin ready. $1,000 check. Flying manual. Okay. Everything here is looking solid. Just so we don't muck it up. Maybe we're a little on the high side now. We are ever so slightly on the high side now. Go ahead and correct that. Land. 500 check. Minimums. Continue. And no. Runway inside minimums checked. Continue approach.
above.
Check. Okay, well that'll actually that's looking alright.
Minima.
Continue. Did you over the threshold?
Light slope.
It's looking alright to me, buddy.
Light slope. Light slope.
30. 20. Retard. 10.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful on that landing. Despite the weird glide slip warning. Okay. Welcome to Düsseldorf, 8:27. Oof. Don't know if we're gonna have enough time to get back down Heathrow. To whoever's tuning in, thank you so much. And Düsseldorf traffic, Speedbird 319er has now vacated runway 23 left. Okay, flaps up, APU, gonna get APU on, nose to taxi, landing lights off. Ground spoilers there now. Auto brake, disarm. Welcome to Düsseldorf. You're in the minibus today, and let's go ahead and take a look here. I think we're gonna taxi via Lima 7. Taxi via Lima 7, Yankee stand. Well, go stand Charlie 06. Düsseldorf traffic, Speedbird 319er, taxiing via Lima 7, Yankee stand Charlie 06. Traffic. Oh, thank you. That was probably one of my better landings, especially in the A319. Yeah, I don't know if I've quite had a landing that successful in a minute now. Despite the weird glide stop warnings. Let me turn off the lights. Those can go off now. This here's lane 7. Then after we park, we'll go ahead and plan on getting up to Edinburgh. Okay. Let's see, we can actually go ahead and shut down number 2 now. Okay. Yankees all the way down at the end. Though we could just head across. We're not gonna do that though. The scenery here at Düsseldorf, it's quite good. It's the freeway scenery on Flight Sim Tio. It's pretty good. I mean, actually, I was looking at Edinburgh last night, and Edinburgh's by far the best I've seen, but it's so quite decent. On Yankee now. And then stand Charlie 06. So straight ahead with a slight left. I love these taxi. It's the most helps get you all nice and straight. Okay. We have APU on. Not. Thank God I'm noticing that now. Okay. Parking brake set. APU is not available yet. Yeah, actually, yeah, no, it's not available yet. We have to wait for it to become available. Oh damn, we smashed into the wing a little. Actually, we missed it by, what would have just been 3 inches. That's why we use GSX. The GSX never works. APU available now. Engine 1 shut down. We should turn those. This taxi light should be off right now. Beacon off, wing off, strobes off, nav and logo to 1. Alright. And now we can go ahead and figure out how to get over to Edinburgh, which will probably be our final leg for the day. Just looking at the time. Alright. Speedbird, 319er. We just happen to be in the Airbus, A319. And then we are going after the into Edinburgh. A319. There we go. And yeah, it should probably be about an hour-long flight. Okay. Flight. Actually, yeah, but it's fine. Actually, I'm gonna add a little fuel. We can add an extra landing 06. No! There's nothing wrong with 06. It's just, I much prefer 0, or I much prefer, I think it's 2, 3. Pre-file this. All good. Okay. Dismiss because we're going to get it back up in the air in like 3 seconds. Squawk 2000. Okay. Company messages. What's that about? ADC com. What's that? No. AOC menu. I see some messages. Let's see, arrival messages. Arrival time 12:33 to see though, and that is as of 3 minutes ago. Wonderful. Okay. Flight plan. Actually, let's go ahead and get back into Phoenix. Important next flight. Just off to Edinburgh. Ground services. Actually, we can keep the AP running. I'm not worried. But we can go ahead and load aircraft. Instant. We're gonna aim for an extremely fast turnaround time here. Okay. 3, 1, niner. And what is our altitude? Altitude is flight level 360. And our cost index is what? Cost index is going to be 5. Damn. That's nothing. Fuel, preparedness, ground services. Dismiss. We can dismiss that. Send to MCDU. Success. Perfect. Ignite. Wonderful. And IRs are all fine. Flight plan. And we are taking a departure via runway 23 left. And what is it again? We are going to be on the whatever departure Senate. Runway 8. Tango. Sen 8 Tango departure. Okay. It's fine. Perfect. Performance. Let's go. Just go ahead and cheat all the performance. I want to get up in the air by about 9. Departure. Sync load sheet. Send to MCDU. Okay. Perfect. APU available. Check. Okay. Disorder off traffic, speed bird 319er, stand Charlie 7, push and start. Okay. Yeah, this version of Düsseldorf is actually, for freeware, it's actually quite good. I mean, it's not perfect, but at the same time, the taxiway instructions are clear. That's all that matters to me. Push and start. Okay. Ignition start. get engine 1 up. But unfortunately will take a minute. Oh. We had APU bleed. Give it a second. Oh nope, we had APU bleed. I always forget that. Can get both engines up now. Yeah, the London Center online. That's it. Alright, once we get up in the air, we'll get a bunch more. Okay. Yeah, Eurowings. This is one of Eurowings' biggest hubs. In fact, I think it is their main hub, actually. I know that they have small little hubs at Heathrow and at other airports, but Eurowings, I think, did it off as actually their big main hub. Taxi lights on, wing lights on, beacon on, strobe, auto. Yes, that landing is going to be a short. They're both taking a minute. Because both engines are taking a minute. There we go. And then we're going to be taxiing via Yankee Papa 4 to Mike, and then aim for like a Lima 3 departure. Düsseldorf traffic, Speedbird 319 are taxiing via Yankee Papa 3, Papa 4 to Mike. Then we're going to aim for a Lima 3 intersection departure traffic. Okay. Perfect. Let's go and get a move on. You have a very, very strict departure time today. Perfect. Beautiful takeoff there. Yankee to Papa 4. And this thing wants to move. I think we can go ahead and turn off the APU now. Into taxi. Yeah, you can just see now. This is very, very much an upgrade from default. Automatic max. We are moving with some speed today with our taxi. We don't drift all over the place. Okay, the little landing light's on now. Nose to take off. There. Flaps 1, I think. 1 plus F, I think. Yep, up at 300, wow. Aim for Lima 1 intersection departure. Sorry, Lima 3 intersection departure. This is a 9,000 foot runway, we don't need all of it. We just verified no one on final. I don't see anyone on final so far. Cabin will be ready in a moment. Zoom. Oh, they're in a short field. I'm pretty certain that this is Leo 4, right? It is. Düsseldorf traffic, Speedbird 319er holding short Lima 4 for the landing aircraft. Alright, no worries. So you want me to depart before your arrival? Alright, no worries. Don't worry, the cabin needs a minute anyway, so. Cabin needs to be ready. We have a landing. Doing a short field. Let's get and try to jump this guy's landing. I think I should see him by now, but I don't. Yeah, I'll probably show up in a moment. Ah, there he comes. Oof. Bit of an unstable approach there, bud. Beautifully nicely done. Speedbird 319er lining up runway 23 left, behind the arriving aircraft. Traffic. Okay, cabin needs to be ready by now. We are departing. We are departing. Oof, what's wrong with these? Perfect. Via Lima 4, Speedbird 319 are taking off runway 23 left via the Sonnet, or Sun 8 Tango departure. Just off traffic. Thrust set. Engine stabilized. .80 knots check. I should have done full length. Rotate. Yeah, we just barely missed a tail straight there. Advisory to climb gear up. Yeah, we should have done full length there. And we are now in the level turn, flaps up. Yeah, that should have been either. We did that as well as we could have, but that could have also been a different. Could have been a little different. And Düsseldorf traffic, Speedbird 319er, airborne passing 2000, climbing now, flight level 36 is here at Düsseldorf traffic. At discretion, autopilot on. view of the airport there. Okay, we're airborne by around 50. So, and that's probably on like a nearly an hour and a half long flight. And so I might have to go upstairs for a moment. London Center's still online. So that they are online in terms of what the fuck is going on at Eddie though. Tower, ground, and ATIS online. Ground, tower, and ATIS online. And we'll go ahead and pick that up and get closer. But yeah, it's probably going to be about an hour. Let's see here. Just the under pressure now. Yeah. Gonna sit on until maybe we'll get Scottish Center online. Lucky. Oh, they already do 06. Fuck. That was a beautiful landing into whatever. We're gonna actually take a look at that landing because I think that was really good. We're gonna end up taking a look at that landing because that was quite incredible. Very, very much surprised that we were able to pull that off. I think upon touchdown, I think our descent was around 200 feet. So that's what we're supposed to. That's what landings are supposed to do. Actually, we can probably take a look at direct waypoints. How far direct can we go? Let's go direct. Tenley. Turning direct to Tenley. And we are going to turn off our landing lights as well. Now we are airborne again. Perfect. We're looking quite good, actually. Okay. Yes, let's tell you all what. Let's go ahead and look at that landing now. Let's go ahead and while we're flying. Let's go ahead and take a look at that landing. The mouse is trapped. That's fine. Okay, let's take a look here. On my side. Go ahead and correct that. Land. Perfect. Let's take a look here. At this landing. 500 check. Minimums. Continue. Runway inside minimums checked. Continue approach. I think you turn up the
100 about.
check. Yeah, got a bit of a crabbing going there.
Minimum.
Turn into the visual part. Did you over the threshold?
Light slow.
It's looking alright to me, buddy.
Light slow.
No call out on 50.
Penalty. 23 cars. Then
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. No issues in that approach at all. No issues with that approach at all. So, let's go ahead and try to have the same look at Eddie once we get there. Direct 10 minutes. And I figure we probably have about an ETA of around 10 o'clock Eastern time in the US. It's about an hour. Just figure that we can look at that some radar. What's that some radar say? That's in right now. 1 hour 10 minutes. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Procedure. They've added this new procedure down here. So let me just go turn off the webcam and show you all what I mean. Where's that go? This is new. Okay, this here is very new. 06. I'll take ILS. ILS 06. And I think you're on the. Applicant. Applicant. Be the EGKK one to go. Right. Okay. EGKK1 Echo. Right, so, okay, here we go. Here we go. To be 26,000 by Appleton. Send max 250 by Haven. Tartan 230. Then direct for final approach. Around 4,000. Yeah, for final there. And we have our runway there, and then we aim to be directly to the kid around here. There you go. Show the full route though. It's wonderful. Now, Novograph is actually adding a taxiway selection, so it'll be easier. Which is actually very, very interesting. And I'm probably going to be using it all the freaking time. Right, so remember how we were like Yankee. So remember how we were like taxi? We're gonna taxi via this. You have to kind of like remember that. But going forward in Novograph, we will no longer have to do that, because going forward in Novograph, they're gonna have a bar here for taxiway selection. prediction was not true. Okay. What did you do first? Come back to rear approaching top of 7. Okay. Trying to get to 200. I'm trying to get this, do something. Trims the... Oh, shit. Fuck. Yeah, that ain't going off all kills, but I'm actually not. Oh. Fuck. Sorry. I've been doing some drywall, like, right behind you, so I have not looked up there and actually in order to have power to my desk. Anyway. Well. What's the issue here? Well. We are way past where we need to be. This has happened before, and it happens all the time, actually. Basically, Phoenix doesn't, like, fully reset, I think. Okay, in terms of that, though. Just new ATC menu. We can go ahead and begin to pick up ATIS, though. Go ahead and begin to pick up ATIS. I think that Eddie's still on. I think that they're still online. At least how much? Yep, they're still online. Shut up. Let me know. You can dive back down to 6,000. We're over speed. Flaps are all up, right? It's because we're too high. That's the reason why. This always happens to us. Once we get down to 360, we'll be fine. There we go. Going out 360, and then there we go. Now I got that issue dealt with. Let's get that issue dealt with. And we have to begin our descent enrollment. Let's go ahead and get status up. Okay. .360 by whatever means, as long as you don't climb there. Okay. Com menu is in there. ATC menu. Connection. Term. Request. We should have something. Or, no. Data loop. Come on, mate. You're solid. ATC com. Yeah, it's gonna be here. ATIS. There we go, now we're doing good. And just verifying, we need to begin descending level 260 like that. There we go, now we're looking better. We're looking so much better now. That's our fuel is probably not doing so great. They added extra fuel. Some messages. It's fine. ATIS, Edinburgh Information Limit, time 12:50, you're waiting U06 transition. Flight level 70 degrees, 1 knots, visibility, winds, kilometers, broken 21 feet, temperature +15. Dew point +11, QNH 1019, departing aircraft to make initial contact on frequency 121.755. Acknowledge receipt of information Lima and advise aircraft type on first contact. Okay, perfect. You know, I need to get like an A-cars printer. I need to get like a receipt printer. I need to buy like a receipt printer and hook it up to these aircrafts. $70. US by USB. Yeah, that's what I need to get. I need to get like a receipt printer, right? I need to stick it like right here on the desk, and then in the future we can just like print it out, and I can get it right at the desk, and I can get the readout, right? That's what we need to do. Get there. Now we're looking all right. Okay. Flight plan. Runway 06. miles, 06. Apgay 1 Echo arrival. Okay, and actually, it's only 19. Not exactly close, we're not exactly that far either. Top send, we still got about an hour or so. Yeah, no, I need to buy like a little receipt printer and just like stick it right here on the desk, right? And then when we're doing this, we can actually like print out everything. I don't know if that's available in the triple, but I know here in Phoenix it is because we come over here into Phoenix settings, printer, Acorns printer, and I know that they have it in the whatever's. But yeah, no, having like a little receipt printer, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. You know how long do we have left? I'm just trying to determine if I have time to throw a little bit of mud on the wall. And try to like really finish up this one little area. What can I do? Make it actually 3 more. 35 minutes. Yeah, we're in like the bit of a slow trigger. So I'm gonna keep my webcam on. Sorry, I'm gonna keep the webcam off. I'm gonna give you all some beautiful views, but in the end, I'm not going anywhere else. All-purpose mud here. Oh. Nice dollop of mud. expanding foam to show it to the gap. Then it expanding the drywall as well. Drywall out middle in the patches. And so now it means I have it. From the standpoint of I need to feather it in a lot better. And I'm just using pre-mixed all-purpose mud here because I hate mixing mud. Just simple. I'll be beginning our descent here in a bit. Actually, I think I can get more mud. Need a little bit more mud. Better than before.
As we're getting to look a bit more Southern. Some more. We'll be there in a moment for top descent. Beginning to slowly look more feathered in. Adding mud. Cap on this one, welcome. Then wash the hands and you're out.
Alright. I'm back now. By far the most successful thing I think we've had yet. Okay. I couldn't see chat there. I'm back now. We are kind of approaching top descent. What are they estimating top descent? About there, actually. Actually, it's only about 22 miles. In that case, performance, we can go and enter into our destination data. Everyone's still in line, everyone's ducks are still in a row. Yeah, this will probably be our last flight of the day. It's supposed to make this in about 30 minutes. Okay. 2350. Sure. Okay, that's easier to say. Okay. Yes. Sorry. So the wall actually this wall here, a little further down, it's kind of behind my monitors. We had a leak up on that wall. It was a little hose leak. Or a little hose line leak. But it was enough to. It's happened before, right? And so we decided that for right now we're actually just gonna very simply put, right now we're actually just gonna replace the whole line, and so we did. But of course we had to tear out so much drywall for that. It was quite good. So 28 miles, top descent. Next phase. What's our destination? Data. Actually, through here I'm gonna try to get ATs. Try to get this from here. Arrival ATIS, that's insane. ATIS there. Done 1250. Zero. Okay. 06 transition 70. Okay. Surface wind 170 degrees. 1 more knots. Yeah, that's crosswind. Temperature 15. It's nice and chilly up there. QNH 1019. Okay, there we go. Don't have long till top descent. Beginner descent in a moment. What's our initial percentage? 260. Yeah, 260 level by applicant. Okay, and then we'll put in the barometer in a moment. Actually, we can put in the barometer now. And we're taking that off fine. Let's see here. Barometer 310. 310. The barometer. Perfect. Beginning descent. Traffic, be advised, Speedbird 319er, beginning ascent. Descending now, flight level 260, level by applicant. Traffic. Okay. See if we can do a complete VNAV descent. And then VAPP, 133 would be fine. Actually, we'll make that 140. We are in the minibus today. You're in the minibus. Okay, and then Tower is on 118705. Ground still in line. London Center still in line. Okay, got another message. Okay. Load sheet. Arrival. Message. EGH. That's not accurate. Okay. We're sending now. It's descending pretty nicely. To on the AgPay. AgPay 1. AgPay 1. And we actually have a different version of Edinburgh today. And spoiler alert, I looked at it last night just to verify everything was installed and working correctly. It is beautiful. Probably one of the best airports, if not the best airports I've seen modeled in the sim, beyond Frankfurt. And I thought Frankfurt was good. Heathrow is average. Heathrow could be better, but it's average. It's good. I've never seen an airport leveled or modeled to the level that it is in this version of Edinburgh. Not ever. With that said, though, I am expecting it to be a bit of a choppy landing. Because everyone says it's a choppy landing. So. Everyone says it's a choppy landing, I believe it. I very much believe it. After AgPed 70 by Tarzan. Fridge here. Yeah, I got towers on mine. Let me make it. I don't know what's I'm going to put this fridge area because it is certainly not working because of me. I'll actually put it up to it. Perfect. A little stone speed, that's fine. Doing a good job. It's actually doing a really good job today. Sitting now about 70 level. Edinburgh traffic speed for 319er, descending flight level 70 level by Tartan. You only have one hold, so one hold. And then ground is 121755. Actually, I'm curious. I'm intrigued. Because 118705 is also a Heathrow tower frequency. It's a Heathrow tower frequency. It's Heathrow's southern tower, and then 118505 is north. Actually, we can look it up. We can look it up. Yeah, 118705 or 118505. Interesting. And then ground is 121.905, 121.705, or 121.855. Which is fine. I think that corresponds to like area 1, area 2, maybe like area 1, area 2, then like area 3 here, or maybe area 1, area 2, and then off the ends areas in area 3, area 3, something like over here, like paths are nice, not exactly being inland, so but I don't know. It's kind of interesting though. No time to stand on. And my car's online. Guys, they online. I think they will. Wrong. They just changed this. Runway in use 06. Okay, and 2.070 degrees, 9 knots. Damn! My word! Someone's trying to... My word! Someone's trying to use a 777! My word! I mean, I know we've flown out... We've used the 777 though in the past, but that was as an alternative. They're doing it for fucking real. And they're going to another airport in which the 777's probably not advised for. Going to Berlin. My word! How many 777s are there? A330-900, or sorry, yeah, A330-900. That's insane. 747! My word! That's insane. And they're Lufthansa. A340. That one's a bit more reasonable. A320. There you go. Thank you for using an A320. Not appropriate planes for Edinburgh. I mean, I get it. Technically, it's possible. I've done it in the past. I've landed the 777 in the past at Eddie. But still, my word, it's not particularly recommended. And we've taken it off only to get it back down to Heathrow. Insanity. Yeah, we have a massive crosswind though. Massive crosswind. Why are we on this limit or speed? Why are we only doing? We're not doing super fast. I mean, I get it though. We are officially on the arrival. Take some. Actually, we can get direct charging. No, it's gonna. Not give a shit if we get direct charging. Tartan. You know, try to beat the Thompson. Orangey, that's fine. Not particularly worried about the counter. Yeah, I think that wall's beginning to get feathered in. And hopefully I can still get that box out. But I had to replace a electrical box, which caused me to tear out an actual board drywall. I'm not particularly worried about it. But yeah, hopefully I can get that box out. Because I spray foamed it in. You have a Ryanair, doing from Sins. Guess one you did go around. And then got someone else who appears to be after remember. I think. We need a party. Delicious. Go way down, but go way down, but delicious. You have Ryanair on the approach. chicken, please. They're delicious. Delicious. That'll fill me up right now. Delicious. Okay. Passing 10,000, landing lights on. Turn off lights, can stay off right now. Okay, charging, it's gonna be perfect. And then at what point in time do we intersect again? 4,000. Sitting out to 4,000 feet. Go ahead and rely off headings. Our own headings. I think 300 degrees gets us, or I think 295 degrees, 295 degrees gets us pretty close. We there. Yeah, I will say that we are a little bit on the fast side. Just gonna briefly reduce our speed. .290 degrees by the time we get there. We're charting and good descend. Edinburgh traffic speedbird 319 or charting with the heading of 290 degrees from Charlton to intercept the ILS 06 localizer Edinburgh traffic. Okay. We've got roughly about intercepted 4,000. Edinburgh traffic make that 270 degrees for number 319 or leaving Charleston. Damn, that guy climbed high and fast. My word. Forgot traffic. I see the traffic. Okay, and then our speed, we can make our speed. I want us to begin to introduce speed. Make our speed 220 knots. maps one. We will not try that. You're not going to try that. We're roughly about 15. We're about 20 miles. About 30 miles from touchdown, actually, so not too shabby. Landing lights on. Move. Entering right into a storm. So I don't think this never works. This never works. Trying to aid us through. If you're tuning in, we are on a we're about to turn base on. We're on a downwind for ILS 06, a part of our final flight of the day. Great. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Flaps one now. And the ignition is not on. It's a weird bug. It's actually probably been my most successful stream for ever, I think. But we're on 7 views now. Which is kind of sad, but also kind of amazing at the same time. Let me just verify this. 213. Yeah, they're due to update that in a moment. For information, Mike. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and turn in for the base leg in like 30 seconds. Give time to approach. Pleasure. Let me actually just verify that that is correct. I think that looks correct. That looks correct. It is. Okay. I think that 300 degrees. Edinburgh traffic, Speedbird 319, or turning with the heading of 300 degrees, base leg, ILS 06, Edinburgh traffic. Okay. Landing lights on, perfect. We've got quite a long final though. I think we can have. It's about a 15-mile final. That's a boat we can go to source speed 200 knots. And one speed of slower speed. Be fine. Tower still on line 118705, check, that's in. Ground spoilers armed, check. Running turn off lights, we can go and turn those on now. Lovely windmills. Okay. You can go ahead and turn to the heading of 320 degrees. Edinburgh traffic, Speedbird 319, or turning with the heading of 320 degrees to intercept the ILS 06 localizer Edinburgh traffic. Okay. And we are about to pick it up. See here. Edinburgh traffic, Speedbird 319, or now fully established ILS 06,
over the tower now on 118705. Edinburgh traffic, last call. We got, I think, a 15-mile final. Yeah, roughly. We can go and reduce our speed now. 0 knots. 70 knots. Tower Speedbird 319er is with you about a 10, almost 15 mile final ILS 06. Continuing approach number 1, Speedbird 319er. Okay. And it's 0 knots. Flaps 3. Gear down. Okay. And we'll reduce to our final approach speed minimum.
2,500.
Check. I'll reduce to our final approach speed in about a minute or so. Flaps full. And we can go 145 knots. Everything on nose can go to takeoff actually. I always get nervous for this part, and this is a bit of a new airport, despite us landing at it multiple times in the past. And I'm still chilly. So I'll cool down here. 10:07. This will be our last flight of the day. And once we get to our 4 mile final, we'll take over manual control. But maybe other rudder pedals appropriately struggle with at Düsseldorf. Are we clear to land for Speedbird 319er? Copy the winds. Runway 06 clear to land. Speedbird 319er. No, we're all good. Okay. Flying manual. Got a bit of a crab on. I'll tell you that. Quite nice so far. Ever so slightly. Cleared to land. They're on the high side now. Landing check is complete.
500.
500 check. land. Approaching minimums.
Hundred above.
Check.
Minimum.
Continue. Aim for 50 over the threshold.
100.
Wide slope.
30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Bit of a floater there. Bit late there. Just gonna take the high-speed exit off. Okay. Come on now. Hold short alpha, contact ground 121, 755, Speedbird 319, yeah. Okay. Okay. Flaps up. APU on, landing lights off, taxi. This taxi, 2, 3.
Then I'll do taxi.
Edinburgh Crown, Speedbird 319ers with you holding short of alpha. Not really anything that's, I guess, realistic to where British Airways parks for Speedbird 319er. Taxi stand 5 via Charlie, Alpha, Foxtrot, and Echo, Speedbird 319er. That's the first time I've ever had someone tell us which stand, ask us which stand we're aiming for. Not the auto brake correctly though. It's fine though. Not worried. Okay, welcome to Edinburgh. You got a beautiful Speedbird right there as well. Company aircraft. Okay. Off. Take a look here. Beacon should be on. Okay. Landing lights. All the way off now. Okay. Welcome to Edinburgh. This looks absolutely beautiful. By far one of the best airports modeled in the sim. I used to say it would be Heathrow. I no longer say that. I say it is Edinburgh. Parking brake on. Engine 2 shut down. Engine 1 shut down. All lights off as I can run. So now. Now we're a little off there, that's fine though, I'm not particularly worried. I mean, we're off by a significant margin actually. I'm not worried. Okay. Let's see here. Ground, Phoenix. Ground ops. Ground, right now, go and get those. And go ahead and. I don't know if we get a job actually. This stand. I'm not 100% certainly get a stand, or that we get a joy. That's because we do not. Okay, we can go ahead and get some stairs. Open up some doors. We don't need tug. Let's see here. And we can go ahead and release the parking brake now. Okay. So over to ground power now. APU off. All of these guys two off, and again, tower now is off. Okay, and there we go. Yeah, so this version of Edinburgh looks absolutely beautiful. Significant upgrade, and actually I have this in 2024 as well now. Look, this looks... There you go. Yeah, no, this looks absolutely beautiful though. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy. So the Düsseldorf to we did Gatwick to Düsseldorf, both or that was a pretty good takeoff. We did Düsseldorf to Edinburgh, and despite that takeoff was smooth. I mean, I've gotten a lot worse takeoffs. That takeoff was smooth, but it was very, very late. So yeah, we have to make sure we use full length the next time we're there. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. That's gonna do it for me. And Speedbird 319er, thank you so much for the ATC. Have a nice day. I see ya. Okay. Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed, hit the like. If you didn't enjoy, of course, you have no obligation to. And actually, I prefer you don't hit the like if you didn't enjoy it. Now, I'll see you all in the next one.